Hey, it's Paul here with Birdtail. So I want to give another update. I know it's whatever. I was doing like it once a month, and this has been like 2 weeks, but you know, I mean, I'm learning so much, and we're getting close to our season. So more details in this one. But I just, first off, I want to thank everyone who's coming up. It's such a big deal because you're actually going to give us a season. I know a lot of operators they're not operating this year. And you guys are basically going to keep us in business. That's what's going to happen. So each and every one of you that is coming up this year, I 100% appreciate all the guides, Mike, Linda, everyone, my family. It's a big deal. You know, I mean, we went one whole year with no income or anything like that. To go two, yeah, you got to make some decisions. And I really don't want to let this business go because it's good. We've developed something that's amazing, and it's taken 20 years. So thank you for everyone who's coming up. We do have openings. So if you're on the fence, please give me a call. Or give me a text or whatever. I'm super busy kind of getting everything organized for the fall, but we do have some openings. So just let me know if you do want to come. But so this is an update, but I just want to tell you where I'm at. I'm just west of Winnipeg a little bit, and this is my archery spot. I've hunted here for 30 years, I just figured out, and hopefully I don't get to hunt it much this year because we're doing birds. But this is the Assiniboine River is right close to here. Like we hunt the edge of the Assiniboine, and then you got a provincial forest that's kind of right sitting on the Assiniboine. So what we try to do is actually decoy the deer out, and then it's like an archery only area is where this is. So it's super cool. Lots of big deer here. I've never shot anything huge, but I've seen some absolute monsters come out of here and just never came into range. But it's a fun area to hunt. So it's oak, elm, aspen, kind of buckbrush, and it's just a neat area. It's like this one spot is actually an old oxbow, so it's kind of low and whatever. It's a cool spot to hunt. It's kind of whatever backwoods kind of feel to it. Anyway, so this is one of my archery spots. So just trying to show you different places in Manitoba. Like we're not bald ass prairie, you know, which our highways go through, and everybody thinks Manitoba is just all straight prairie. It is just a fraction of Manitoba's prairie. The rest is such a diverse geography. It's so cool. But anyways, that's why I'm doing these updates in different spots, just trying to show you different spots in Manitoba. But so what I've learned a lot. And what I've kind of done is I'm breaking out everyone who's coming to the lodge in a category. And it's just, you know, stuff I've learned for you're coming in to hunt with us. So we're going to start off with the Canadians that are going to drive to us. I'm going to send you a Google map link to the lodge. Try not to arrive before 7 p.m. Give us time to change over. I don't post our location of the lodge anywhere online just because I have honestly I bet you 2,000 people figure out where we are a year just so they can go into our backyard and, you know, and hunt it, you know, right, smart move. But I don't post our area. It helps us, and it protects the resident hunters in our area, because our area would be pounded because it's a dynamite area. So I'll send you a link. Try not to share it out, kind of thing. Just respect it. And then make sure you have both your hunting licenses printed out. We got lots of ammo at the lodge. If you have a gun breakdown or need a gun, we got Beretta A400s at the lodge. And then the Canadians are flying into Winnipeg. On the website, it says stay at the Hilton. Do not do that. The Hilton is a quarantine hotel now, and a bunch of the hotels in that area have basically all the northern communities got evacuated out of their homes because of forest fires, and so they're in the hotels around the airport, and here they're not in very good shape. So the one hotel that has not kind of signed those contracts is the Grand Hotel. And it's just literally you walk out of the airport, it's right there. So Grand Hotel by the airport, stay there. And that's where we're going to pick you up. So on your arrival day, we'll be there at 4:30 p.m. to pick you up from the Grand. Make sure you have your licenses printed out. We got lots of shotgun shells, and we got Beretta 400s if need be. And then we will make a booze stop kind of thing en route to the lodge. So that's how it's going to work. And then, you know, when your hunt is done, we're going to have you back to the airport by 4 o'clock-ish, or the Grand Hotel. And then for everyone who is driving up out of the States, remember 9 to 5 ports, do that. Don't go through the 24-hour. Bring your booze out of the States. We're taxed like 300% on the actual value of it. So buy your liquor down south, your beer or whatever, snacks, everything's just skyrocketing. All the food prices are just going bananas. Here, I'm sure it is there, but here it's impressive. And then come through that it's called Antler on the US side, and then Lyleton on the Canadian side. That the agents there know our schedule, so go through there, or if you choose another one, just make sure it's a 9 to 5. Try not to show up at the lodge you know, before 7 p.m. just to give us that time to change over, and I will send you a link to the lodge if I've already said that. And then yeah, that's probably it. Simple Simon, really. Just make sure you have your licenses printed out. Your gun declaration forms, fill them out at home, print them off 3 times. Don't sign them until you're in front of a customs agent, because it is a declaration, and it's $25, and I think they take Visa. It's 25 Canadian. And then what else? I think that's it. Now everyone who is flying into Minot, what a lot of people are doing are they're actually flying in the night before. So say if you were like, I quoted you like an October 1st to the 5th, they'd fly in September 30th, and then stay at the Grand Hotel. So it's Grand in Winnipeg and Grand in Minot. They're aware of what we're doing. They're going to give us a room rate discount of $72 a night, which is a really good price. I've never been there. It looks very nice. Their website, talk to them. They're super helpful. But it'll be good. So stay there. The biggest thing is we will pick you up at the Grand Hotel in Minot at 1:15. Like you cannot be late. I can't stress it enough, because it's just the way we're going to do this. So 1:15 is when you literally, your butt's got to be in that limo, luggage loaded, and then we're gone. There is Broadway Liquor just south of the Grand Hotel in Minot. It's like a 5-minute walk. Take a taxi or whatever. They open up at I think 8 o'clock or 9 in the morning. You know, God love the US. And get your booze there. Remember, our booze is like ridiculously overpriced. Pick it up there, but make sure you pick it up before that 1:15, because that basically we have a limousine service going to come pick you up at the Grand. So it's premier limousine. They're going to come like an excursion or one of those stretch excursions and load everyone up, and then going to drive direct to the Antler Lyleton border. So there's no stops, no snack stops, no booze stops, no shuck and shell stops or anything like that. And then basically, I never knew this, but when you come to a drive-through port, you got your U.S. building and your Canadian building, right? And you drive through, but there's a distance between the two buildings, and whatever, I called it the neutral zone, and the CBSA guy kind of laughed. He's like, yeah, it's like a neutral zone. So that's where we're going to meet you. So you'll literally drive in the limousine to there. We're going to grab all your stuff, put it into the trucks and whatnot, and then we're going to drive you through the Canadian port, and that's where we're going to do the rigmarole of the Arrive Canada app and the 909 or the, I forget, 5598E form, which is the gun declaration form. We'll go through all that, and then we're into Canada. We're 2 hours north to the lodge. So basically, we're going to be crossing with you, but that 1:15 time at the Grand Hotel is so bloody important. Do not be late. And if you can't get your flights right, come in the night before. $72. Arrive at whatever, 10 o'clock in Minot. Go to the airport. Have a nice nap. Rest up for the hunt, because we're going to hunt the hell out of you. So can't be late. Get all your stuff before that 1:15 mark, and then once we actually meet you at the neutral zone, we will have guests with us, who just hunted. So they're going to be getting into your limousine that you came up with and going back down to the Minot airport or the Grand Hotel. And that's kind of why don't be late. And now for the outgoing guests, you'll be at the Minot airport, call it 4:30. So when you're booking your flights out of Minot, just know that the best we can do will be 4:30 Minot on your departure day. So if it was October 1st to the 5th, on October 5th, we'll have you to the Minot airport by 4:30. So that's the schedule. And remember, we got Berettas at the lodge. We got lots of shells. So if you're having a hard time with shells, they're too expensive, they're gouging, which I've heard they're doing like $40 a box for stuff. Like, it's just disgusting. Anyways, I think ours are $19. They're totally good shells. We got enough. So don't freak out if you can't find them. Don't drive everywhere at home looking for shells. We got. And then print out your licenses, and then we do our thing. So that's the commercial flight into Minot people. And then for the private planes, I've done some digging, and it's not bad. All you got to do is you got to come into either International Peace Gardens. That's a port, and they have a 3,000-foot runway, and it possibly could be 5,000. I don't know. A lot of the people that are working the port don't know how long the runway is, and they're like, "Oh, I think they did an extension on it," and so it could be between 3,000 and 5,000. So depending on the aircraft that you're flying, that's what I know with that. And if need be, you need bigger, you go to Winnipeg International. They're going to charge the hell out of you for landing there, but you can clear customs there and then fly to Brandon. I talked to them, and they'll fuel you up and look after your plane while you're hunting. So that's it. You have to do the Arrive Canada for everybody driving into Canada, commercial flying into Canada or into Minot, and then we land border cross. So you have to do that. And just know the whole reason why we have no one flying into, commercial into Canada is because we don't want to do a PCR test to get back on the plane to fly home to cross the line. So that's the whole thing. So if you're worried about having to do a 14-day isolation in Canada, impossible. It's not going to happen. And let's say in the worst case scenario, I don't know. I don't even know how this scenario will come up, but if you did, for whatever reason, I don't know, you're drunk one night and when you flew in or whatever, and you wanted to get a PCR test done, and you came up positive, you can go straight home. Like, they're not going to say, you'll have to stay in Canada for 14 days. You can actually do, I got a positive, I'm out. I go home. And then you don't have to do anything once you get back in the States. Okay, so, but just know that nobody's going to get tested here in Canada. Cat's a little bit out of the bag on that one, but just don't worry about the 14-day quarantine. There's not a chance, okay? Because we're not testing here in Canada. You test in the US, you're negative, you come up, you're going to remain negative all the way till you go home. That's till you're in your house. So just know that that's why I'm getting everyone to drive up and to come through these little ports. So that's kind of what I know. Anyways, the cat is out of the bag. But if you have any questions, please, shoot me a text. I'm to the pin right now, getting all my stuff ready. And but just know that we do have openings, and for everyone that's coming up, love the death out of you. Like, it's fantastic. You're helping all of us. Because I've heard a lot of operators probably aren't operating this year, and that's year 2, and that's not good. I don't know any business that had a business model where they could survive 2 years no gross income. Oh, here, hold on. Here, that's Lily Pad. Lily, hey, who's that? That's our new little puppy. She's like just over 3 months. So this is a Scott Anderson Razor Lab Super Smoker. Hey, she's gonna be fun. Anyways, this is Lily. She's a good puppy. Anyways, she's fun. Anyway, so that's my update. This is where I am at. Archery spot. Lots of good info. We do have openings. Please, if you want to come, it'd be amazing. The bird hunting is going to be absolutely sick this year. We have a ton of water. We got like 5 inches, 6 inches of water, rain, and everything's filled back up. But I tell you, outside of the pothole region, it's crusty. So we're going to have a lot of birds. We got great crops. Peas are down right now. Barley's going down, and we're getting just whatever spackles of rain kind of coming through in the next couple of weeks. So harvest is going to be it's going to be a little ebb and flow kind of thing, which is what we need. But the farmers are doing well, so it's good. But anyway, so this is my update. It's been too long. It's almost 14 minutes. But if you're coming up, it's worth a listen. If you're not, try it. Anyways, thanks. Take care.